And we are back, Game 7 here at Paul VI High School. Game 7 features Holy Spirit and Bishop Eustace. Bishop Eustace.
So we're set here for, like you said, game number 7. Hopefully these two teams will match up in another great game as we've had pretty much all day here. With our last game, Cherokee pulling out a close one for the most part against Wildwood Catholic.
Bishop Eustace wearing the white uniforms, and Holy Spirit wearing the navy uniforms.
And we're set here for the tip-off of this. Another good day in high school basketball in the state of New Jersey. And that first basket by number 24 from Bishop Eustace. First basket accredited to Jesse Saul.
Bishop Eustace misses a 3 there. Holy Spirit. Big 3. And he gets it, number 14. Jacob Hopping, a freshman. And as we look at these lineups, Holy Spirit, a lot of underclassmen, a lot of freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and only one senior. Now, how do you feel about that, Terry, when you don't have a lot of senior leadership, you have a particularly young team? Is it harder to coach a young team?
Well, one thing that does tell me is that pretty much if that team's going to play this year, then you're probably going to get a lot of growth and development out of them, which you can expect to be an even better team the following year once these kids get some experience. So being that they're a young team, you can expect them to, play a lot better next year, and, sky's kind of the limit for them. So.
Holy Spirit trying to continue their point streak here. Great pass down low, and they get it. That was number 2, Reese Miller, the junior guard. Bishop Eustace answers with the 2 of their own. Very nice shot there by Sam LaMonica, the junior guard for Holy Spirit. Makes this a 7-4 ball game with Holy Spirit on top.
Good defense there by Holy Spirit. Looked to be some aggressive play here early going on. This seems to be two of the smaller teams that we've seen play so far. Not too many 6-footers. A lot of the games we've seen earlier, 6'5", 6'6" players all across the board. As another foul. Bishop Eustace go to the line to shoot 2.
And as you look at Bishop Eustace's lineup, primarily the opposite of Holy Spirit's lineup, a lot of upperclassmen. They have 8 seniors, 3 juniors, 4 sophomores, and no freshmen. So
definitely the opposite.
Holy Spirit passing around the key here. Nice pass. And he gets the basket, number 11. The freshman, Isaiah Girano, for Holy Spirit. And already we're seeing some freshmen get some playing time here.
Another good drive to the basket by Bishop Eustace, drawing the foul. Bishop Eustace controlling the ball again. Looking to get back points down low, throwing the ball back out top. There's his three-point strip right there from Bostonet. He's a junior. One of the few underclassmen, as you mentioned earlier.
Deep 3 there, missed by Holy Spirit. Oh, almost in there on the foul. Bishop Eustace will go to the line for 2.
Almost completed the three-point play there.
Very close.
And on the foul line, he makes the first shot. As we have 10-10 game now, with just halfway about in the first quarter here.
Another back and forth game, Terry.
And Bishop Eustace takes the lead at 11-10 here. As you mentioned, another back and forth game. Both teams slowing up the tempo a little bit, trying to get some good offensive possessions, run some plays.
Good board there by Holy Spirit.
Failed to put the offensive rebound back. Bishop Eustace brings the ball back up court, down to midcourt.
Bishop Eustace passing around the key. And Terry, wouldn't you know, another traveling call.
Listen, you can always count on, that's one call you can count on seeing pretty much so far today. As you mentioned at the beginning of the day, traveling has been a mainstay throughout all 7 of these games so far.
Offensive foul there. And number 11 of Holy Spirit, Isaiah Girano. We're just about approaching the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter.
Foul on Holy Spirit. Foul by number 11. That is Guarena. Isaiah Guarena, I believe it is. Who is one of those freshmen that you spoke of.
with that first free throw. Bishop Eustace. He's up 12-10. Joe Glenn, number 24. Bishop Eustace makes that. Excuse me, sorry. Jesse Saul, number 24. Bishop Eustace.
Right now on the court for Holy Spirit is 3 freshmen. Number 24, number 11, and number 14.
Another big three-point basket by number 14 of Holy Spirit. Jacob Hopping, the freshman 6-foot guard. He had a nice arc to that, huh, Terry?
Yeah, a very good-looking shot, actually. Right now, all 5 players on the floor are, like you said, underclassmen. So.
And with them being underclassmen, you really got to look for their maturity, see where they know what plays they're running, what defense. And it looks like they're doing a pretty good job so far.
So far, so good. And like I said, you can look for this team to probably continue to improve into next year and definitely be, a team to reckon with next year.
We're all tied up 13-13 here in the first quarter with 2 minutes left to play. And one thing also to note, Terry, right now, there's been 7 fouls on Bishop Eustace and 0 on Holy Spirit.
Kind of one-sided calling so far. Not saying they're bad calls, but the calls pretty much going one way so far. And Bishop Eustace has been at the foul line a few times, actually.
What a shot.
There's
number 14, Jacob Hopping of Holy Spirit, the freshman. 2 threes in a row.
Right, and as you mentioned earlier, Dave, a great looking arc on that shot. So with 1:18 here in the first quarter, Holy Spirit actually, the young Holy Spirit team has a 3-point lead over Bishop Eustace.
And they certainly aren't playing like a young team. They're playing like a very mature, relaxed, calm, mature team.
That's a turnover again by Bishop Eustace. So Holy Spirit will have a chance to increase this lead with 1:14 here in the first quarter. That's a big play right there for Bishop Eustace as they continue to draw fouls, and this time they're able to make the basket and have a potential 3-point play.
That was number 0, the senior, Alec Di Pietro Tantonio. It's a tough last name.
I see a few tough last names here. As he completes that 3-point play and ties the game 16 all. Just under 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Holy Spirit swinging the ball around, waiting to find a good shot.
Definitely look for Jacob Hopping for, if he's open, to take that 3-point attempt.
Very close. Bishop Eustace misses the layup. Holy Spirit gets the rebound, and they're going to play for the last shot with just under 10 seconds to go. I almost wanted to see number 2 pass that back to number 14, who has hit 2 3-pointers already in this game.
The freshman, Jacob Hopping.
And I'm almost certain he probably would have hit that 3-pointer also.
And that is the end of the first quarter. We are all tied up here, 16-16, Bishop Eustace and Holy Spirit.
We have another good one on our hand, folks, and we'll be back right after this commercial break.
We are back here, about to resume play. Bishop Eustace and Holy Spirit all tied up 16-16 as we begin the second quarter.
Always can appreciate good high school basketball, Dave.
Absolutely, Terry. It's been a great day for high school basketball here in South Jersey at Paul VI today. Some really great games, a lot of great athletes.
And tomorrow we'll continue on at the Winter Classic with some great matchups tomorrow as well, starting at 12 p.m. That was a big play. 2-point basket and a foul by Holy Spirit.
Bishop Eustace, 8 fouls.
And actually, Dave, that's Dante Daniel on the basket, who's actually, as you mentioned earlier, the only senior on this team.
Bishop Eustace brings the ball up court here. Kick ball. Bishop Eustace will inbound. Andrew Gallagher.
Holy Spirit holding on to a 3-point lead here, early parts of the second quarter. Bishop Eustace with possession, swinging the ball to the outside, and there's another travel. What do you know, Dave?
Terry, traveling is just, it seems like it's an important part of all of today's games. A lot of traveling.
Holy Spirit brings the ball up by 3, looking to expand this lead. Foul on the floor.
This has definitely been one of the highest fouling games. We've had 11 fouls, only 6 minutes, 46 seconds into the second quarter. A lot of fouls here so far. The freshman, number 14, Jacob Hopping. Bishop Eustace gets the rebound and brings the ball up court. Andrew Gallagher for Bishop Eustace, passes it to number 24.
That's a
Joe Glenn.
well-needed basket by Bishop Eustace. Good inside basket by Bishop Eustace to take the lead. And as we have a timeout by Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit's looking to trying to slow the game and calm the game down as Bishop Eustace has been able to come back and actually take a 1-point lead.
With 5 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in the second quarter, Bishop Eustace, as you said, Terry, takes the 1-point lead and is 20-19.
Well, it seems like these games are starting to roll along and continue to move along, and we'll move right into the last game, and then after that we'll start again tomorrow at 12 where we'll have Medford Tech playing Manchester, and the host team at 1:30, Paul VI, will play Bordentown. And then at 3 o'clock, we'll have the number 2 seed in South Jersey Group 1 in Paulsboro playing Atlantic City. And 4:30, we'll have Pennsylvania versus Pleasantville. And the nightcap will be 6 p.m. Cumberland versus Howell.
Should be another great day of high school basketball.
I was just going to ask you, Dave, how you expect the rest of the day tomorrow to play out after what we've seen here today?
After seeing today and some of the great games, all very close, no really blowouts today, I think we're shaping up for a great end of last 2 games today, and also tomorrow should be great as well.
I totally agree, Dave. As we're back in action here, 5:28 in the quarter, 20-19 Bishop Eustace.
There he is, the freshman. Jacob Hopping couldn't get in there.
I'm just kind of surprised with that he pulled up short like that.
Yeah, that was a very quick. I guess he really felt that shot and he made it, went through with it and made the basket.
Usually you see people pull up at the three-point line and continue to drive to the basket. He pulled up kind of in between both, so.
Must be a sweet spot, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. It's almost like he ran right to that spot and pulled up. And he nailed it, so. Holy Spirit, another missed shot. Bishop Eustace with the rebound. Oh, just short. Holy Spirit back down the other way in transition. And they're able to draw the foul. Again, number 4, Dante Daniel, as you mentioned, the lone senior.
Lone senior.
And that's pretty unique to see that. I mean, even if we're not totally talking about the starters, but all across the board, the whole roster, like you mentioned earlier, 1 senior, and he is the lone senior on the team that is actually starting as well. And a list of 5 freshmen, 3 sophomores, and 4 juniors. And I'm sure they expect to have, they expect a lot of potential out of these guys and expect to be good for the next couple years.
Dante Daniel misses the free throw.
Bishop Eustace looking to expand their lead from 22-20. They bring the ball top of the key, swing to the outside. And there's a shot at the top of the key, 3.
Number 5, Pat Fish of Bishop Eustace coming up big with that 3.
As they take a 5-point lead here.
And just like that, Isaiah Girona, the freshman, another freshman, makes a 3.
And he matches them on the other end.
Another 3-point attempt there by number 24. Jesse Saul, no good. But on the other side of the court, number 2, Reese Miller,
and he
ties things up.
Exactly, Dave. We're thinking alike here. Starting to turn into a 3-point fest now, Dave. Which team can hit the most?
Absolutely, Terry. It's been a battle of the 3s. seen a lot in the past couple minutes of play.
Interesting to see if each team can keep up with the other with three-point shots. And with that said, Holy Spirit sends in number 14, who has hit two or three three-pointers. Who's also a freshman, so that'll be a great feeling, Dave, to have in your lineup 3 freshman starters who are actually giving you a chance to win this game as they're in it 28-25 with just under 3 minutes here in the quarter.
Absolutely, Terry. To have 3 freshmen who are already contributing and really showing that they deserve to be on this varsity team, it's a pretty good thing for Holy Spirit.
And there's a missed shot by Holy Spirit and rebound pulled down by Bishop Eustace. Ball brought up court as Eustace looks to score and take a 5-point lead, or possibly a 6-point lead, with 2:30 left here in the second quarter. Kick it out. There's that play again.
Another traveling there by Bishop Eustace.
I think he wanted to pump fake and go, but he kind of
looked like that.
Out.
It did look like that.
Kind of surprised he didn't actually pull it because he had a good wide open look at it. So.
Holy Spirit trying to set something up here. Try to tie this game back up.
There's a call on the floor. Foul on Bishop Eustace.
That'll send the freshman number 14, Jacob, hopping to the line.
And he's been pretty clutch from behind the three-point line. I'm sure they're expecting him to knock these 2 foul shots down.
Let's see how he does there.
Looks like the fouls are starting to even out here as we jumped out early on. Bishop Eustace had drawn 7 fouls to none, and now we have 18 fouls to 6 here. Actually, he doesn't go to the line. The foul was on the floor, so.
One minute 45 left here in the second quarter. Bishop Eustace
There's a miss
on
by
top,
Hopping.
28-25.
And a rare miss by Hopping from behind the three-point line.
That might be his first or maybe second miss of the night for threes.
I believe so.
Bishop Eustace trying to set something up to add upon their lead. Bishop Eustace taking their time, trying to set something up here.
They get a good look from the three-point line, Dave.
And that's a freshman, David Cross of Bishop Eustace, number 23.
There's a basketball freshman, 6'7" Joe Glenn, actually.
Looks like Bishop Eustace will run out the clock here to take the last shot of the second quarter. Uh-oh. Loses the ball. Holy Spirit has 5 seconds. They give it to the freshman. And the shot is no good.
So at the end of the second quarter, going into halftime, Dave, we have Bishop Eustace 31, Holy Spirit 27. So far, so good. Great action.
Looking forward to the third quarter.
And we'll head into halftime and be right back to you guys with the second half after a commercial break.
Megan Hunter. I'm the owner and director at Groove Dance Fitness Training. We specialize in dance cardio and different genres of music. We also specialize in nutrition, meal plans, and meal prep service. So if you're ready to get fit, come rock with us.
And welcome back. We are starting the third quarter here. Bishop Eustace versus Holy Spirit. Bishop Eustace with a 31-27 lead over Holy Spirit.
As we had a good first half, and we expect another great half in the second half.
It's been a very tight back and forth game, with Bishop Eustace now having their biggest lead of the night, only 4 points, so still anyone's game, and we are underway.
Bad shot there. Holy Spirit gets the rebound still. And there's a three-point shot there.
Number 13, Ryan Sherlock. Big three out of the gate.
No, actually that was Sam DeMonica of Holy Spirit.
My bad. Confusing uniforms. That's Bishop Eustace.
And DeMonica is a sophomore actually. No, I'm sorry, he's a junior. So again, another underclassman there for Holy Spirit.
Freshman Jacob hopping. Bishop Eustace scores another basket, up their lead to 35-30 now. great basket there for number 13, Sam LaMonica.
Both teams seem to be picking up the pace here in the second half, beginning of the third quarter.
It's a good observation, Terry. They definitely are playing with a faster tempo. Ooh, getting a little physical. Number 0, Alec DiPietrentino. That's the basket for Bishop Eustace. Holy Spirit in transition.
And basket missed by the senior, Dante Daniel. Bishop Eustace controls the rebound, bring the ball up court.
Big basket there. Bishop Eustace continuing to add on to their lead now, 39-32 at 5 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Three-point basket, by Reese Miller, who's a junior.
Reese Miller with a really good-looking shot there. It's going to be a backcourt violation.
I was kind of puzzled why Miller wouldn't control the basket there and pick up the loose ball.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
That was actually a steal opportunity for him for the stat books.
Wide open look for Holy Spirit. Oh, misses the basket. But the foul is called on Bishop Eustace.
Either way on that play they were getting the ball, but I would think he would grab the loose ball as for a steal.
Holy Spirit looking to get some points back on the board here, but they turn it over. Bad pass there. It's intercepted. Nice back pass. And number 21, junior Peyton Vostanek. And a timeout on the floor. Actually, it looks like a ref called timeout, injury timeout. As number 13, Sam LaMonica for Holy Spirit comes out of the game.
It looks like maybe some blood on his hand or something like that. I don't know. Maybe an injury or...
Holy Spirit really needs to get back on the board, Terry. It's been a while since they've had a good couple of offensive possessions, a lot of misses.
Oh, Hopping almost puts one down as it rattles in and out.
But quickly in transition, Bishop Eustace tries.
As you said, Holy Spirit really needs a basket here. This lead has gotten out to 6 points.
Would you look at that, Terry? Another traveling call.
Not surprised, Jacob. I've been seeing that pretty much a good portion of the day. A lot of turnovers by some of the teams. Traveling seems to be one of them. Foul call on the floor on Bishop Eustace. Seems like this quarter, Jacob, Bishop Eustace is the one getting called for the fouls. Holy Spirit's able to draw 3 fouls so far. Which could be an advantage down the stretch.
Bishop Eustace looking to add upon their lead, try to get a strong hold of this game. And they make it. Number 24, Jesse Saul, 6'3" senior.
On a charge, Bishop Eustace able to draw the charges. Hopping, gets kind of far into the basket. A little bit out of control there. And we have a timeout on the floor. 2:44 left here in the third quarter. 43-35 Bishop Eustace. I believe this is maybe their largest lead that they've had. They've had pretty much a close game here most of the way.
I believe you're right, Terry. Definitely 43-35. Holy Spirit really has to find a way to pick apart this defense and start scoring some more baskets. And I have to ask you, Terry, would you ever wear the pink shoes that... Do you like... Is pink your style? Could you pull off the pink shoes that Bishop Eustace, some of their players are wearing?
Well, it actually surprised me because, it's not Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But one thing I will say about the pink is they are in unity with it. Everyone on the team does have the pink, I believe, for the most part, or at least 90% of them. So something we haven't necessarily seen a whole lot of today. So I do give them credit for that. It's a good look when, a team can all wear, style the same. So I give them credit for the pink shoe that they are wearing today. Under Armour, actually.
I absolutely agree with you, Terry. Holy Spirit playing a very more tight defense. Here comes the freshman, Jacob Hoppings. And he is called for a travel. He doesn't think so.
Yeah, he kind of disagreeing with the referees based on the way he looked at him. I wasn't necessarily sure myself that he would have traveled. I thought he was fouled, if anything. So, but nevertheless, Bishop Eustace has the ball as they push it up court with about 2:15 left here in the third quarter.
Alec D. Pietrotino for Bishop Eustace. Their big man at 6'6", a senior, forward and center.
And maybe what we're seeing here is experience starting to take over youth here. Holy Spirit ball out of bounds or inbounds from on the baseline. Looking to cut into Bishop Eustace 10-point lead here. Just under 2 minutes left in the third quarter, I'm sorry.
Holy Spirit has had a lot of opportunities but just can't go through with them. A lot of offensive possessions, either turnovers or just missed shots. And another turnover there. Offensive call on Bishop Eustace actually for to be a charge. So Holy Spirit will get the ball back. And here we go. As Terry was mentioning earlier, definitely the underclassmen here looking a little shaky in this third quarter. But I might have spoke too soon. Number 24, Joe Glenn, a freshman, makes a really important basket right now for this young Holy Spirit team. With 1 minute remaining in the third quarter, Bishop Eustace on top, 45-37. And another big basket, number 20. James Diter, the senior.
Bishop Eustace bringing the ball up with a 10-point lead with about 25 seconds left here. Probably going to look to play for one shot here. Good take to the basket by Bishop Eustace. Senior Antonio scores the basket as they push the lead to 12 points here at the end of the third quarter. So going into the fourth quarter play here, Bishop Eustace leading Holy Spirit 49-37. We'll be back. And we're back at the beginning of fourth quarter action with Bishop Eustace leading Holy Spirit. Moving forward into the season, Dave, I see where both these teams will be making the playoffs. We have the non-public South B tournament where Holy Spirit is actually the 11th seed and they'll be playing Roselle Catholic, as well as Bishop Eustace will be the number 3 seed in the non-public South A tournament where they have a first round bye, and they'll be playing the winner of Donovan Catholic as well as Union Catholic.
So this is a really important game here for Bishop Eustace to really, since they won't be playing another game for a little while, most likely, they really need to fine-tune everything right here, right now, and get ready for that playoff game coming up.
Right, and I believe they will still have some games to play, but you know, like you said earlier, this type of tournament right here gives your team an opportunity to build some momentum going into the tournament, and they will have that first round bye where later on in that bracket there's a possibility that they could be playing the number 2 seed St. Joseph's in the semifinals. So,
and we will see St. Joseph's the next game. So.
So we've been able to see a lot of playoff basketball actually here, Dave. I think every game except one consisted of teams that are both the teams in the game were going to the state tournament. So that looked to be a charge, but a no call by the referees.
Jacob Hopping, the freshman. And as we were saying earlier, Terry, definitely the underclassmen of this Holy Spirit team are getting worn out by Bishop Eustace. Definitely a more mature team. You could see the way they're setting plays right now, more relaxed. That's a big 3 for number 1 Nathan Carpenter.
And that pushes the lead out to 12. Good floater by Holy Spirit. The lead now cut back down to 10 with 6 minutes left here in the fourth.
Bishop Eustace really looking to get a strong hold on this game.
Couple substitutions here for Bishop Eustace and Holy Spirit. Number 1 for Bishop Eustace goes to the bench after just hitting a big 3-point basket.
And look at the hustle there by number 23. The freshman David Cross of Bishop Eustace out hustling Holy Cross there to get that basket.
And that's a rare sight for Bishop Eustace, a freshman on the court scoring some points.
Another big basket for Bishop Eustace.
Right now, Dave, they look to be controlling this game as they're out to a 12-point lead again, just under 5 minutes. See how much these young freshmen and juniors have left in their tank here. As a 3 by the senior.
They're trading baskets right now, but they're going to need to play some defense here, Holy Cross, in order to really get back in this one.
Seeming not to get back enough to stop Bishop Eustace going to the basket. They continue to drive to the hole and get some easy baskets. So if they are going to win this, they're going to need to play better defense. They can't afford to keep trading baskets. They have to get some stops and continue to score themselves. And there's a missed free throw by Bishop Eustace, which always helps.
Alec DiPietro at the line will have one more.
Timeout on the floor. And we're here again in the seventh game of this Paul 6 Winter Classic 2017. Again, I'm Terry Collins, and this is my co-host Dave. And Dave, we've seen a lot of good basketball here, a lot of good players, some good upperclassmen, some good underclassmen, all throughout the board. Any standout players, anybody that stood out, any performances that stood out for you today so far?
I would definitely have to say on Camden High School, I forget his name. He was number 4 or 3?
Number 3, I think that's John Evans from Camden.
He was making a really big impact in that game. He was a very physical player, kept them in there. He had a lot of boards.
Yes, that's John Evans, number 3 from Camden.
John Evans of Camden.
And for me, actually, against my alma mater, from Florence, we had a kid who scored 31 points today, and he's a junior who actually scored his 1,000th point already. He had a great game today for Florence in a losing effort. So.
It almost seems like that first game was yesterday, Terry.
Yeah.
Very long ago.
It's been a very long day today. But again, like I said, some great high school basketball. And that was Jabril Emmon from Florence, the junior who scored 31 against Woodbury in a losing effort. Again, Florence being the number 1 seed in Central Jersey. Anything that maybe shocked or surprised you today about the games at all?
I would have to say St. Augustine Camden. I really expected St. Augustine to come out with the swagger and really play a dominant game of basketball, but they had times where they were definitely not at 100%. Camden played their best basketball that I've ever seen and really took it to them, and I would have to say that was definitely, as we know, the best game of today, and what a great win for that team.
You're right, and they had to play their best game to beat the number 1 seed in South Jersey, St. Augustine Prep, as they had coming into that game a 53-game winning streak against South Jersey. And one of the biggest surprises for me today earlier was seeing the very talented senior from Woodbury, Jazir Noel, who actually sat the second, third, and fourth quarter with some type of injury. He's definitely going to be okay, and he'll continue to play the rest of the season. They just wanted to kind of sit him and rest him with the playoffs coming up. They're definitely going to need him, as he's one of the most talented players in the state of New Jersey. And as we see, Bishop Eustace continues to pound the ball down inside, Dave, as they get a basket and the foul, as they look to complete the three-point play. And number 24, Jesse Saul, goes to the line. He's another senior on this team.
Jesse Saul makes that free throw. Makes it a 64-52 lead for Bishop Eustace here. 3 minutes, 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And as Terry was saying, we do have one more game coming up today. Our last game of the day features Highland versus St. Joe's. So definitely stay tuned to It's All About Sports.
And we can expect, Dave, to see a good one, as again, most of the games today have been good games. So.
Big three-point basket there for the Holy Spirit to keep them within reach. They are 9 points out.
Just under 3 minutes here left in the fourth quarter as we have a timeout.
Now, Terry, I have to ask, if you're Holy Spirit's coach right now, what are you telling your players to try to get them to get back in this game and maybe possibly force overtime or get the win?
Well, number one, you have to tell them no fouls. They can't afford any fouls, or there'll be a penalty. Also, you want them to play good defense and also offensively to make smart decisions. Crisp passing, try to get a good look, only good shots. They don't want to force anything because, again, they're 9 points out. But listen, one basket can cut this thing to 6 and make it a two-possession game. So they're definitely still within reach. A lot of time left in 3 minutes. A lot can happen in 3 minutes, and this still is anybody's game. But they're going to need to play smart basketball, Dave.
That was well said by the great Terry Collins. Now we'll have a chance to see if what Terry said and what head coach of Holy Spirit, Jamie Calypsi, are both true, and we'll see if Holy Spirit can come back in this one. And just like that, they have the turnover they need.
That's what we spoke of. A quick basket, like I said, good defense, some turnovers, and there they have it, a 7-point lead with 2:44. Good pressure by Holy Spirit. Good trap. Oh, wow. That looked like a bad call.
Very questionable call there.
Wow, he looked like he was falling to the ground. I'm not sure where the push necessarily came from. It looks like the referees weren't even really too sure. The other referee looked like he had it going the other way. He was kind of questioning, so I think maybe he didn't even realize that the call was made, so. That looked like definitely a fall, and bad call by the official. Oh, wow. Ooh. There's another call that looked like possibly could have been a no call, so. Two crucial calls down the stretch here so far. 2:31 left, and Bishop Eustace up 7, going to the line shooting 2.
Jesse Saul, the senior forward here. Misses the first one.
Bishop Eustace is seeming to leave the door open here for Holy Spirit, as he hits the second and pushes it back to 8. A little under 2:30 left. He thought about that three-point shot, seeing it wasn't a good shot. And there's an opportunity for Holy Spirit to go back to the line and pick up 2 points without the clock moving. Dave, this is
No problem.
This is the point of the game where free throws are really going to become crucial. Like I said, both teams are in a penalty, so
have to make these here. Exactly what you're saying, Terry. Definitely have to make these.
There's Holy Spirit hitting the first foul shot, cutting the lead to 7. Opportunity to cut it to 6, which would be a two-possession game with 2:22 left.
Basket does not count.
Lane violation. Holy Spirit seemed to catch some bad ends of these calls here. There's a foul called on the inbounds. Actually, no time even came off the clock. You know, Dave, the end of the games like this seem to be the longest part of the game, where there's a lot of fouls, the clock's not moving, both teams shooting.
That seems to be the case in a lot of high school, college, and professional games, where a lot of fouls just add a lot of time to games, and they just seem, as you were saying, to drag on. And it's unfortunate, but it is part of the game.
And they missed the second shot, so again, now basket by Holy Spirit cut the lead 66-60 with 2:10 left.
Great possession there by Holy Cross. Really quick rebound to getting that offensive possession.
Basket good by Bishop Eustace, 68-60.
3-point attempt, no good by number 13.
That ball's out of bounds off of Bishop Eustace, which will give Holy Spirit another shot with 1:40, down 8. Still a close game.
Holy Spirit really needs a score on this possession. Freshman Jacob hopping. Shot is no good. And a good defense there by Holy Spirit. The basket is no good there. Bishop Eustace with the ball again with 1:15 to go, leading 68-60 in this one. Bishop Eustace calls a timeout. 1:07 to play here.
And we have Bishop Eustace with 17 fouls. Holy Spirit with 18 fouls. Both teams shooting in a penalty. And not sure what to really expect besides, a lot of foul shots down the stretch and some fouls, especially for Holy Spirit. They're probably going to need to send Bishop Eustace to the line and hope they miss, and hopefully they can capitalize and hit some shots.
Absolutely, Terry. This is the point of the game where you would hope maybe your freshman, Jacob Hoppen, could step up and make those threes like he was in the beginning of the game. He has been not hot as of lately, not making many shots.
I'd go as far as to say that Holy Spirit is definitely going to need at least one three-point basket somewhere down this last minute and 7. And they're also going to have to create some turnovers to get the ball back pretty quick.
Absolutely. You can't keep sending Bishop Eustace to the line. They will make their free throws.
So here we have the last minute 7. Bishop Eustace looking to inbound. Bishop Eustace pretty much playing keep away right here, and they're doing a good job at it. And there's the foul.
And one.
That's the basket. Basket's good by number 24 from Bishop Eustace, Jesse Saw, who will also go to the line to shoot 1. An opportunity to push the lead to 11 with under 1 minute left here in the game. Holy Spirit brings down defensive rebound, pushing the ball back up court. Need to get a quick shot off and score. So 43.9 seconds left. 10-point lead. There's Hopping, who hasn't been able to hit much since the first half. And looks like Bishop Eustace with the rebound is going to hold on for this win here, Dave. As they actually get another basket and take the lead 72-60. So with under 20 seconds left to play, Bishop Eustace is going to hold on for the win here. Hard-fought game by Holy Spirit. And basket by Holy Spirit is good.
3 seconds. And that is the game, Terry. Bishop Eustace wins the game today, 72-62 over Holy Spirit.
As they pull out a tough one again for the 7th game here today. Like I said, we've seen some great games here today, and we have one more game left. Highland versus Holy Spirit. Hopefully it's another good one. And we'll see you again soon in the next game.
Truck Month at Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Spirit has over 400 vehicles to choose from and 70 trucks on the ground ready to roll today. Drive home a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab for as low as $149 per month. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you driving today. Rates start at 0% with terms up to 84 months. For over 25 years, the Delaware Valley's smartest shoppers have been saving thousands on their new vehicle with the Spirit Saver price. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is right off I-95 at the base of the Commodore Barry Bridge. You're only minutes away. Online 24/7 at SpiritChryslerDodgeJeep.com. Spirit, we're selling excitement. Spirit.